Hello Sagittarius, how are you doing? Welcome to Oyetana Tarot channel. I hope you're doing fantastically well. I'm going to be doing your reading for March 2026. Forgive the lateness of this particular reading. I moved recently and it's been quite something trying to organize all of my new space and just making the movement a whole. But I'm settled right now, and yeah, I'm settling into my new apartment, and it's been quite a nice ride and fantastic experience. So yeah, you have the Queen of Wands showing up for you, Sagittarius. 10 of Wands as well. That's quite an interesting combination. 4 of Wands, you have quite a lot of Wands. Page of Wands, okay. King of Swords, and 4 swords. Okay, so you have the wind and fire energy. Sagittarius. Your energy is being so heavily reflected in this reading. The fire here. Fireball. We're taking it up. 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 Fireball. Dun, 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 dun. That song is in my mind as I'm looking at these cards of yours. So you have the Queen of Wands, and the 10 of Wands, and the 4 of Wands, and the Page of Wands. So at the same time as you have stability and like you're being taken care of, I can see you being taken care of, I can see you being enjoying this. Even with the 4 of Swords, you're kind of like in the lap of leisure right now. You're enjoying, for some of you, time off, right? I can see that some of you might be on holiday. Interestingly enough, the 10 of Wands typically shows burden, right? Typically shows back-breaking responsibility. But with this, in this reading, what I'm seeing here is that you are lifting. I'm seeing kind of like your wings are sprouting and you're spreading your wings. I think you are in the sprouting stage of your wings coming to its full self, coming into your own. And with the King of Swords, I'm saying here that this has to do with being very in tune with yourself, but in a sense of what I'm hearing right now as I'm reading this is, frankly, I don't give a fuck. So for some of you Sagittarius, you are in that moment of having been overburdened with so many things, so many responsibilities, so many ambitions, so many requirements, so many things for so many people, that you are now in this space, in this mindset of, I'm done, I'm tired of carrying what is not mine to carry. I'm done worrying for people that don't worry about themselves. You're freeing yourself. You know that thing that happens where, I think it's called secondhand embarrassment. So you had lived for a while experiencing secondhand embarrassment, taking on shame that is not yours to carry, taking on issues and the consequences of things in general that we're not yours to carry. You handle too much, too fast, with too little safety net, too little reprieve, and you just kept going. And now you are like in this moment of done with all of that. Now is your trying to flourish. You can see with the Queen of Wands, you can see the clouds behind her. Same with the King of Swords, right? There just seems to be, and even with the 4 of Wands, there just seems to be a cloud that you have moved away from. What is this cloud? What is this cloud that is showing up in Sagittarius's reading for March 2026? The Emperor. Like I told you, there are the roles that you took on, that you are equipped for, yes. But it wasn't yours to step in to. you just had to act as a regent. You just had to act instead of somebody that didn't have the capacity to do so. So you stepped in, and that brought about quite a number of chaos that you have now stepped away from, but you're still very much in control. So you're still very much a leader, right? You're still very much a leader with the Queen of Wands and the King of Swords showing up for you, which corresponds with the Emperor energy of being a leader, right? And taking charge, right? But the time when you took charge to handle things that were problems that were created by others that you had to fix. You had to be a problem solver, right? Those problems began to weigh you down in some way. And you had to tap into your creative energy. You had to tap into your words. You had to, in some instances, minds the way that you were speaking, just minds your words, and had to give too much fucks. You had to care too much, which is not something that you were interested in doing, but you just had to do it. I'm just feeling quite a bit of reluctance, even talking about it, and I'm feeling this reluctance to just delve into it, because this is your energy, right? You're reluctant to even address what happened because you're just done. You're done with that, and you're ready to celebrate, you're ready to relax. This is total relaxation, the Four of Swords energy showing up for you, right? And with the Ten of Wands, you've lifted that away from you, and you're just ready to go to the pub and drink with friends and enjoy the club and live your life, and just I'm seeing here night out, taking a night out, and just taking a holiday for yourself. It's kind of like a reward system for the hell you went through recently. This is quite an interesting read. The position of the Emperor in the major arcana card is 4, right? The number 4. This is speaking to you in April as well. There's likely a chance that some of what you have moved on from might spill into April, right? So if it's something that was so bad that interrupted your life and messed up some of your plans, you've got to protect your energy. This is a warning for you as well, to protect your energy, to ensure that the remnants of those issues don't spill into your life and affect you in April. All right, what is this thing? What is this issue Sagittarius is experiencing? What is this? You have 8 of Wands popping up here. Arrows. Evil eye. I don't know why I'm hearing that, but there's somebody targeting you. You're the target on you're on someone's radar. You're being targeted. You're being targeted. I don't know why you're being targeted. Why is Sagittarius being targeted? What are they being targeted about? What is this really about? What is this issue really about? And why is Sagittarius being targeted, particularly with the evil eye? The King of Wands. You have a lot of leadership. Okay, for some of you, I think the reason you're being targeted is that you took on a new role, relatively new, because now it's already you've been there for quite a while. So you took on a new role. It could be that maybe you became a father. I'm seeing here something that has to do with being a foster father or a stepfather, and you're having issues with the birth father of your child, your stepchild. And also it could be that you're positioned to be the stepfather to this child because it was ordained by the spirit for you to be the guardian of this child, and help the mother of this child flourish and have a great life with their kid. Because I'm sensing here that the man that she had the child with was not the right person for her. She rushed into here with the Eight of Wands showing up here as well. She rushed into a relationship and thought he was good. It presented to be all right. Ended up being so disappointing. But I'm seeing love here. So a love child came out from that. And that is who you are stepping up to parent alongside your partner. So it could be that this birth father, biological father of your stepchild, is posing a problem to you and your wife. I'm seeing here that this woman whose child you are a stepfather to is your wife. So that is what the issue is for some of you, Sagittarius. For others of you, I'm seeing here that it has to do with the company that you're at. Maybe you felt that it was your dream company, right? Most likely felt that it was your dream company. You raced to the top. You aced all the interviews. You got the best, but it ended up being an issue. I think maybe a toxic, with the Ten of Wands, toxic work environment. So what presented itself as such a great deal, as an acceleration, as a promotion, as an improvement in your work, ended up being false and being problematic, right? Which is why you are done with that. And for some of you, I'm sensing here that you're moving on from the company that you just joined, or you're planning to move on from the company that you just joined to another company. Maybe you've even interviewed with a new company and you've been told to resume, which is why you're taking a break, right? With the Four of Swords card showing up for you, you're taking a break to recalibrate. And I'm seeing something that has to do with resuscitation, and just recalibrate and rest before you begin the new job. Yes. Or it could also be that it's telling you that the toxic work environment, that you're wondering about how you escape it and move on. This is telling you that the move you've made recently to get out of that space is working for you, and you'll be celebrated very soon with the Four of Wands card showing up for you, right? And that is basically what is in your cards right now. Let's see what the Oracle deck has to say about your the rest of March 2026 for you, Sagittarius. Okay, that is 2 cards. These ones came out in reverse, and this came out upright. That's interesting. I typically don't read this Oracle deck in reverse, but it came out in reverse, and I feel something in me saying I should read it the way it came out. Okay, so the 2 cards that came out in reverse are the Shadow Figure and the Treasure Found. And the Shadow Figure says, what part of yourself do you reject or fear? How might embracing this side of you lead to healing? And what inner reward have you gained from a recent challenge, and how can you honor this growth? But it came out in reverse. And the one that came out upright is the Liberator. And it's saying, when in your life are you encountering obstacles, what strategy can help you find the way through? This is saying to those of you that are in a bad situation, to let it go, right? If you're in a toxic work environment, I think the best bet for you is to resign. Don't wait to get the next. I know it is our instinct to try to see the best option for ourselves, but at the same time, this is saying to you that if you continue to bear it, it might end up being more challenging. And the treasure that you're supposed to get the honor, the dignity, the goodwill that you're supposed to get might turn on its head and end up being that you might become stagnant. Because with this, saying how can you honor the growth in an inner reward that you've gained, and it's in reverse, is basically saying that the likelihood of stagnancy if you do not feel the fear and move past it anyway, with the shadow figure in reverse, right? And that is what the Liberate card is telling you, that why in your life are you encountering obstacles? What strategy can help you find the way through? So you got to force your way through the issues, through this. And yes, you're relaxing. Yes. So for some of you, this is two sides, right? For some of you, you've already dealt with the issues and you are free and you are relaxing with the Four of Swords card. But for others of you, you're still kind of stuck in the cycle, not of your own making, but something that you just have to deal with in order to get to the other side of things and experience the treasure that is lying in wait for you. So what is this obstacle and how can it be overcome? A Sagittarius. The obstacle, Ace of Wands. How can it be overcome? Okay, with the Ace of Wands and the Three of Pentacles showing up for you, it is basically telling you to, like I said, feel the fear and move on anyway. Because you can see with the Four of Wands card here and the Three of Pentacles card that just came up, you got to do the hard work and rely on your good community and rely on your good community, work together and get out of the toxic relationship, get out of the toxic environment, get out of the toxic job, be inspired, tap into your inner fire. You can see in the earlier part of this reading, fire is everywhere. This is you, fire, King of Wands, fire, 10 of Wands, fire, 8 of Wands, fire, Page of Wands, fire, Queen of Wands as well, fire, 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 fire. You're on fire, baby girl. You're on fire, baby boy. Ace of Wands is your secret weapon. Tap into your secret weapon. Tap into your inner fire. Trust yourself, trust your instinct, and you'll be able to overcome obstacles that have been sent your way and dodge the arrows and dodge the bullets and repel the evil eye from you, Sagittarius. So is there any final message for Sagittarius to know about March 2026? The Hero's Trial. Quite an interesting card. It speaks to what the reading has revealed already. It says the Hero's Trial, what current challenge is testing your strength? What will overcoming it teach you? So you're going to overcome. This is basically telling you that you're going through this phase currently because in some ways, fates made it happen so that you can become a better version of yourself and overcome the challenge in order to be the emperor that you really are. So this has been your reading for March 2026, Sagittarius. Thanks for watching Tarot Channel. I will see you in the next video.